Hey guys, welcome to an all-new haul video right here on ToyWorldOrder.com, starring me, Devall. The Kane County Toy Show and the C2E2 convention in Chicago have just happened recently, and I figured I'd show my combined hauls from the both of them, the majority of which come from Kane County. A couple of things came from C2E2, but I'll mention those as I get to them. Kane County is always a great toy show. It's the biggest in the nation. There's always a lot of cool stuff to find, and I always seem to find quite a bit of stuff. So I figured let's start out there and let's see what I found. Actually, let's start at C2E2. C2E2, I found a couple of figures. One of them I found was a very cool from. Let's see, was this Kenner? It was actually Hasbro, but very cool mask movie line. And this one is which one was this? This one was the face blasting mask. Came with a little Milo, and you push Milo's tail in, and his eyes go ba-doo, ba-doo. It's the face blasting mask. He comes with a chain for some odd reason. I'm not sure why, but his face here with the flip of a switch on his back. His face, brah, brah, brah. And it should probably go out farther than that, but it's as far as it goes. But it's a neat little toy from the mask line. Let's see. I got the cards here too because I opened them in the hotel because I wanted to play with them. But from Prime Time Toys, a Highlander figure, the villain of the line, which is the villain known as Cortan. Little Cortan here. This little sword attacking action. Rah, rah, rah. Not a particularly well liked line. I remember when this came out and they were clearanced everywhere, and you could find them for super cheap. And I found this little guy for like $5 at C2E2. So I was like, I don't have any Highlander figures. He's kind of neat. Didn't see any of the other ones, but again, this is one of those weird. He's just got this sword smashing action. Raw. So Cortan from Highlander was kind of cool. And then a couple of the other pickups from C2E2. I found a booth that had a bunch of like coloring books and sticker books and a bunch of other interesting books. But digging through there, I found the Panini Voltron sticker book from the '80s, which was pretty cool. And this actually, open it up here, I'll show you. This little guy actually has. It does have. Somebody had already put some of the stickers in this book, as you can see. Some of them are. Some of them have already been stickered, and quite a few actually. There's quite a few stickers in here that have been found and stickered. But I was like, well, I don't have the Voltron one. That's cool. And the other one I found was the G.I. Joe sticker book from. This actually isn't Panini. This was actually Diamond. This was a Diamond sticker book. Same idea though as Panini, but this Diamond liked to do these. Where you had the decoder, the red and blue decoder, so you'd be able to decode the messages and stuff. But as you can see, this one also has quite a few stickers, and even the profiles of the characters had the very cool decoder where you had to use the little red part to figure out, oh, you know what's it say about that one? So that was pretty cool. And then the other item I found at C2E2, which I didn't find a whole lot at C2E2, I got. I got the one of the exclusive C2E2 Kabuto Mushis from the God Beast, a Glyos, and this is actually decorated to look like the classic Master Universe villain Hordak. So this was one of the exclusives. There was a Hordak one, there was a Skeletor one, and there was a Boba Fett one. And there was also his God Beast's the homage to the classic Micronauts Hornetoid. He made a little Glyos, like almost a Kabuto Mushu Glyos Hornetoid with the big wings and everything. It was pretty cool. But I picked up Hordak, which I thought was pretty cool. And I haven't bought a Glyos figure in a long time. So I was like, I'm going to buy one from God Beast from Marty because he's pretty neat looking. He's pretty cool. And then the other thing I found was Dr. Terror from Centurions. Doc Terror. And this was actually all loose in here in the box, but the box wasn't in bad shape, but the villain himself, which his claw's in here, is complete. So we've got a complete Doc Terror here. Raw. Of course, he's got the little action where you twist this thing and his hand will move up and down, and he also can, whoops, fire his claw like so. I'll get that later. But of course, the villains were kind of cool because they came apart. You could combine them and combine them with the weapons. All this other cool stuff, and the removable helmet, and I always liked Doc Terror. I didn't have any of the villains. I have all the heroes, but I didn't have any of the villains, so Doc Terror was a cool pickup. And of course, it's always nice to find it with a box. The box is in pretty good shape. The cellophane's still in nice shape, but the reason I really thought I got to pick this up was because it had the inserts. It had his little instruction manual. It's the little double-sided 6-page instructions there, and it also had the insert poster, which I thought was kind of cool because I thought that the artwork on that was amazing. I love the different characters fighting the villains and the Doom drones and stuff like that, and this fighting hacker. And then on the other side, it shows all of the figures and vehicles and villains that were released for the series, as well as some of the combined films down there. And you can see somebody had pretty much everything on here because they marked everything they had. So pretty cool though. Like I said, I didn't have any of the villains from the Centurions line, and I wanted Doc Terror and his evil henchman, but all I found was Doc Terror. So I will live with Doc Terror, and I will find the other character one of these days. Moving on to Kane County, which is usually where I find a lot of stuff. C2E2 in the spring is kind of just like an offshoot. It's kind of like, we'll go to C2E2 on Saturday, cover it for the site, and then we'll go to Kane County on Sunday, because that's what it's all about. It's the toys on Kane County on Sunday. But I found quite a bit of stuff at Kane County. One of the things I found was this. Oops, I lost a camera down there. Was this stuffed vintage Big Al from the Country Bear Jamboree in Disneyland and Disney World. Actually, the Disneyland one is closed, and the only place you can see it now is Disney World. But this was a vintage one. This was he was released back probably around the time, I would guess, in the 70s when the ride came out. His tag is still on there. No copyrights, though, that I can see on him. This was for Disneyland and Disney World. The tag says on his bottom there. But a very cool hard plastic face there with a really soft stuffed body. So I saw him from afar, and I was like, I must have that, because I've never seen a Big Al that big, and he's pretty darn neat. So big old stuffed Big Al there for it. I bought a No Zone from Toxic Crusaders. Now, I have a No Zone, and I've had a No Zone for some time, but this No Zone was different because he actually had his little canister here, which does open up to. It originally had some slime in there, and there's some remnants of slime in that little canister. So his little slime canister, and this one had the goggles on the top of his head, which are always lost. And I had never been able to find one with the goggles because I needed the goggles for the one that I had. But bought a No Zone that had his goggles, so I now have a fully complete No Zone there. Nice little find, one of those end of the day things. I found a little bag full of. I found a table that had a bunch of Care Bear stuff on it, but I found in the bag, I found a opposable Wuzzles Reinaki. What's funny is I had just bought a Reinaki at an antique store about a week or so ago, but he was filthy, he was dirty. I cleaned him up best I could, but he still had dirt, all his grooves and stuff, and this one was really clean, so I thought, well, he's in the bag with the character I want, so I'm going to end up with him anyway. So an extra Reinaki, and then I found the Cloud Keeper from Care Bears. And what's interesting about him is, I actually found he was supposed to come with a little broom, and I actually had found his broom at the same antique store I found Reinaki. And a lot of the first series Care Bears figures like this is actually second series, but the first series stuff didn't come with accessories, and then they repackaged all of the figures they had released up to that point with the Cloud Keeper and some other characters and Care Bear Cousins, and they all had little plastic accessories, which a lot of people don't realize, I don't think. And unless you know what they are, you don't realize what you have. So I've gotten quite a few accessories by digging through bins looking for Care Bear stuff, and I found Cloud Keeper's broom. So I'll have a complete Cloud Keeper to put in my case here in a little bit, which is pretty cool. I found another Rocks and Bugs and Thing figure, and Dr. John Kent will have to kill me because I didn't look up his name before, but I found the Grasshopper one, which he does still kind of work. It's just a matter of kind of stuck there, but you kind of see him wants to go. Yeah, he's kind of stuck there. He was working the other night though, but as you can see, he opens up to he's like rah, and then he grabs the characters and grabs the mortals and pull them back in. But another Rocks and Bugs and Things figure to. I wish I could get him to work. There we go. That's what he's supposed to do, but he gets stuck. he gets pretty well stuck. But another Rocks and Bugs and thing figure to add to my Rocks and Bugs. That makes 3 now. I had 3 of the bugs and none of the rocks or the things. But oh, one of the other items we found at C2E2, which I thought was kind of cool, was this little Bindi. We found a bag of these little Bindi guys at one of the booths, and Dave Draper, of course, my cohort here on ToyWorldOrder, he found this. He was like, "Look at these," and he looked at them, and I was like, "Who does that look like?" And I was like, "My God, it's a little Bindi. It's supposed to be a monkey thing, but he looks a lot like Puppet Devall." So Dave and I bought him for $3 because I was like, "Oh dear God, it's a teeny tiny little weird Puppet Devall looking guy. He's got the big old long arms and the long legs and the big old long body and the big old round head." And I was like, "Yeah, we probably should have one of those." So I picked him up because I was like, "Hey, he's kind of neat. I kind of like him." Let's see. I found from Congo. I found the Trail Hacker, which was the other Congo vehicle I don't have. Which the Trail Hacker was, just kind of neat little ATV. It's got these cool little it's got a little shock system in there, which is kind of neat. So the Trail Hacker, which it's got firing. Yeah, the missile can be fired, and it's got a little collapsible gurney for injured people, which is kind of cool. So. Another Congo figure. And keeping with the Congo stuff, I actually found the 2 deluxe figures, which were the deluxe Bone Crusher with his little attack monkey that glows in the dark. So I found the deluxe Bone Crusher, Crusher I should say, which pushing the button in his back, raw. His weapons don't stay in his hand very well. They do tend to fall out pretty easily, so put those back in his hands so they don't get lost. So I found the deluxe Bone Crusher, and I found the deluxe Monroe character with his firing missile. And he's got this big old missile launcher backpack on, and this this missile launcher which can maneuver up and down. So there already is a Monroe figure in the line, which I did have previously. So now I had the deluxe version, but he comes with this weird kind of. Looks like he's Randy Orton posing. No. I hear voices in my head, they talk to me. See, anyway. So I found the 2 deluxe Congo figures, which are pretty cool. And I also got another Pirates of Darkwater figure. I found a card at EOS, which I have back here. I have an EOS, but he did not have his sword, his little arrow belt, or his bow. So I picked up the carded one because I could find his sword, but I couldn't find his arrows and his bow. So I picked those up because I was like, well, I need an IOS. So there we go. So I need 2 more figures from Pirates of Darkwater carded, if possible, or complete. I need a complete Ren, which I have a loose Ren, but he's missing his sword, and I need a complete Niddler. So, and then that would round out the figures for Pirates, and then all I got to do is find the ship, which. That's kind of hard sometimes, but I love these figures though. They're really cool. It was a great little line from Hasbro that didn't really last too long, which was kind of sad. From my buddy Josh Flood, I got Extreme Ghostbuster. I got Deluxe Kylie from Extreme Ghostbusters, and she's pretty darn neat. The backpack doesn't work anymore. The batteries have died, unfortunately, but they're little button cell batteries, so I'm guessing if I I'm guessing if I replaced them, they would probably work. But she had firing guns, and she's got the little ecto goggles on her. And I love the Extreme Ghostbuster stuff. It was all by Trend Masters, which was kind of interesting. But they do kind of fit in decently enough with the real Ghostbuster stuff. So Kylie will go in my Ghostbusters display along with my Sam Hamm, which is there now. So pretty cool. I found this neat little magnetic Walt Disney stick-on from the 70s. And it's Goofy playing golf, still in the bag, so I thought that was kind of neat. Not only are they magnetic, but they also had this little peel-off sticky tape thing that you could stick them on something. So the magnets don't work that great as they are, and I'm sure the sticky tape is long dead. But I picked that up because I thought it was kind of cool. It was $5, and I saw a lot of Disney stuff at King County this time around, but a lot of the dealers were asking some ridiculous prices on stuff that Carrie and I have, and some stuff we didn't. And the prices were, for what they were asking for the shape it was in, it was like, no, I'm good, I'll pass. I bought the Phantom Skullcopter. That's pretty cool. He was boxed, but here he is loose. Loose Phantom Skullcopter. His hands there don't work all the time, but for the Defenders of the Earth, so I've got the Phantom Skullcopter, which is a cool vehicle I needed. And then the other thing from my buddy Josh Flood I bought was none other than the Sherwood Forest playset. This thing is friggin' huge. You can't even see me over it. This thing is amazing. It's a really cool playset for Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And it's nice that I finally have this. I need one more piece from Robin Hood, though, to complete. I need the net launcher. We'll set that back down there, which I'll find one of these days. But very cool piece. A fan, Gary Voigt, actually gave me a couple of gifts. He gave me this, the very cool, these were all Goodwill finds that he found. He brought to King County for me. But a DuckTales puzzle, which was pretty cool. I love the artwork on that. It's amazing. And then the board games for Tailspin and the board game for Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers. I mean, those are awesome. So big props to Gary Voigt for hooking me up with those. Those are pretty cool. Those will be on a seasonal board one of these days. And then last but not least, as I wrap this up for you guys this time around, I found a Grail piece that I've been looking for a while, and I am now one U.S. release figure away from completing the line, which is the mail away. But I found the Police Academy Precinct playset in a box, and it was complete. Let me lift it up here for you real quick. I'll show you the Police Academy Precinct playset in all its tiny glory. Looks nothing like the Firehouse, although people do say it kind of does, but it's not. It's much smaller. It's smaller than the Firehouse, and it's a little wider. So, but some great little play action features in here, which we'll take a look at one of these days. But I love this playset. I think it's a great little playset, and it's really cool. And I've seen it a couple times loose, but never complete. So it was nice to finally get it complete and to have it all finished off. So there you go, guys. There's a look at some of the stuff that I found at C2E2 in Kane County this year. I'll be back with another Kane County haul in October, so make sure you check that out. Make sure you check us out on ToyWorldOrder.com and check out everything we have to offer there, from all our review videos to all of our shows to all of our podcasts. Check us out, ToyWorldOrder.com, and then check us out if you're watching this and you're not on YouTube. Go to YouTube.com/ToyWorldOrder and check us out and subscribe. It helps us out greatly. So until next time, gang, take care, and remember, keep digging, because you never know quite what you'll find. Take care.